Hello everyone, welcome to the Northland Artist Conversation. My name is Mark Kelly, I am your host and your guide. Thank you very much for joining us. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you're a long-time listener or viewer, hey, thanks for coming back and checking us out. I might do something a bit different. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe and do all of that cool social media and YouTube stuff. And it's all Northland Artist Conversation. Just find us, hunt us down, and be nice and polite. Not stalkery. You know, we're affable people. It's nice. We do good things for the community. I'm going to go to my camera now. Today's guest is absolutely amazing. And look, I'm going to put my hand on my heart on this one and say, I fuck up her name straight out of the gate. I've known our guest for maybe 4 or 5 years. No, 5, 6 years. And she is a wonderful person, and she's a cosplay artist. And every time I see her, I always manage to get her name wrong. And when we were sitting down doing the podcast, I was like, I just want to check your last name. And she said it, and I was like, got it. And then I thanked her at the start, and I got her name wrong. And what a dick. Unintentional, but it just happens. So, with that wonderful intro, this is such a cool podcast, and I was so stoked to finally get her on. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you guys enjoy this. Let's sit down and have a conversation with Lynnette Nattrass. Yeah, where do you want to start? I mean, I know I'm the host. Lynnette Nattrass, thank you so much for joining us on the Northland Artist Conversation. It's lovely to have you in here. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. There we go. There's a starting point. Now, we've been trying to get you on for a little while. And we obviously met well before the podcast started as well. Yeah. So this is cool. And for those of you that are watching, we've got a little something awesome on our little coffee table that we have in the studio tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Mm-hmm. How does that sound? Now, if we were to talk about your creative expression, how would you describe that?
Well, I guess it's a little bit chaotic, but it's more a physical kind of art.
Okay.
To cosplay, yeah.
Cosplayer. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the main thing you do, right?
Yeah. That's the main thing I do, yeah.
But you do other stuff as well. Mm-hmm. Such as?
I've got a podcast and like a channel where I basically highlight cosplayers.
Excellent.
In the community.
Now's the opportunity to give a shameless plug.
So we call ourselves the Shapeshifters of Wraith, and so the Flesh and Blood community has allowed cosplayers to bring the artwork to life from Flesh and Blood. But not only are they doing that, they're also celebrating them. Yeah. But I like to. Not everyone can come first, so I like to celebrate the little ones. So if someone has just been done something absolutely amazing, like we had somebody do a 3-headed horse, which I'm still trying to get hold of.
The head or the horse?
The person that did it.
That's what I was meaning
amazing,
as well.
You know, and then the problem with cosplayers, you don't know what they look like a lot of the time.
Because there's a lot of makeup and stuff. Yeah.
And I'm talking about trying to find someone in the States. So
wow. Okay,
they just disappeared.
Now you mentioned what you cosplay. Was it Blood and Flesh and Blood? Flesh and Blood. What is Flesh and Blood?
So Flesh and Blood has been going since 2019 in New Zealand. That's when it launched itself. It's made by James White and his lovely creative team. He's got MJ, and I always forget the other two people that have. MJ is one of the creative people, and I have a lot to do with her. Yeah. He is James White is the creator of the game, and he used to play a lot of other TCGs, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic.
TCGs being
Trading card games.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So this is all going to be.
Most people know like Pokemon. Pokemon's the most known one.
Absolutely.
That people collect and not necessarily play.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All the different variants and stuff.
And so, Flesh and Blood, I really enjoy it because I've come in right at the beginning, but it's not my first foray into cosplay. I started cosplaying for Magic the Gathering, which a lot of people know.
Is Magic the Gathering also a TCG?
Yeah, it is also a TCG.
Right. Okay. Is Dungeons and Dragons a TCG?
Dungeons and Dragons is made by Wizards of the Coast, and it was their first crusade. It's a tabletop gaming platform.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So, because all of this stuff is new. So every podcast, I love to learn new things.
Yeah.
So you have a tabletop game, and that's where people sit around and they've got like figurines and stuff like that, and you've got one person that kind of tells the story. Yeah.
You have somebody who kind of. I wouldn't say controls the narrative because dungeon masters aren't necessarily controlling the room.
Yeah.
They're do you know the old books, the pick up half books?
Oh yeah, I've got a shitload inside. Yeah. They're amazing.
Kind of along that concept.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So with the dungeon, so you for the Dungeons and Dragons books.
Yeah.
You have a book and you have like as a dungeon master, because I've only done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
If your party does this, you need to go here.
Right, okay.
Kind of thing. So kind of like on the pick a pass where choose to eat the apple, choose to go down the path.
Yeah.
Go to page 10, go to page 16.
Man,
and it's
definitely.
that same kind of concept of building a story.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And TCG, I'm going to try my best. TCGs.
Yeah.
You actually have like individual playing cards, right?
Yes.
And you go, you have these battles and stuff like that, or is it storytelling?
So for Magic the Gathering, you are the wizard. You are you're the planeswalker. You are the person controlling things on your field. You send in enemies to fight your enemies, and then you can choose how to block yourself.
Okay.
Flesh and Blood's slightly different, whereas you are the hero that is fighting the person in front of you.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And you're restricted by the hero you pick.
Okay, so you get... Like, so how many...
there is a lot of... When I started...
Yes.
There was 4 heroes to choose from.
And we're up to...
Oh, God. So it's been... so 2019, it's been 6 years. We've had about 3 or 4 sets a year. There is a lot of...
Sorry, did you say 3 or 4 sets a year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, there's nothing like Magic's pumping out at the moment.
Oh, okay.
The next set's going to be Spider-Man. I'm not enthused about it.
Okay.
The Universes Beyond is not my jam.
Okay, right. So more
Except for the Doctor Who one, I did kind of like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, and you are repping the Doctor Who t-shirt today as well, which is cool.
And the Fallout one, I got one just because my partner likes Fallout.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Now, you're obviously quite passionate about TCG and cosplay. Mm. Let's go back, and let's go back to the beginning where we started.
Yeah.
You were born at some point.
Yeah.
We're not going to go that far. We'll go there a little bit further. What was your house like? Was it a creative house, or was it sort of a... I didn't come from a creative household. Dad did sport and Mum did gardening, so...
Yeah. Unfortunately, I come from like a split family.
Right, okay.
So I don't go into that too much, but I found that school was my happy place.
Nice. Academic or sporty?
I did play a little bit of sport. I played netball and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was visually impaired.
Okay.
Like severely, like I had, what is it? -16, -14. I had Coke bottle glasses.
Oh wow!
So it made, even though school was my happy place. I was of the age where bullying was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
But as my uncle said to me, because I had my uncles around, and I apparently was always drawing as a kid. I like to draw.
Yeah, right. And that's kind of how, like, when did the drawing sort of start, or do you not remember, but you got told? And
I got told about the drawing when I was younger, but when I got to school, I went to Corfi Intermediate, and that's when we finally got to do like art as a subject.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we had the normal cooking and thing, and there was the fifth one, which was art.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now is that primary school, intermediate, or high
intermediate
school?
School.
Intermediate. Yeah.
So what's that year? What?
7 and 8.
7 and 8. Yeah.
Okay. Well, form 1 or 2.
1 and 2. Yeah. I was at high school when we still sung. What was it we did for school music at school? We sung like Rolling Stone songs and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Jumpin' Jack Flash and
Absolutely.
Wild Wild Horses.
Yes.
Those kind of things.
Yeah.
When people didn't get offended about it.
No. No. Those were the days.
Yeah, it was my first time I got very burnt from glue guns because I decided I was going to make a glue gun freaking rain and droplets on something.
Well, that's a very interesting segue. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, intermediate for you. This is obviously where the art sort of started. Really, what is flourishing at that point, right? It's starting to come. How did you do at baking?
At baking.
Yeah, because you said cooking.
Yeah. I was all right in the cooking class. That was fine. Yeah.
But the art was where you.
Yeah, the art was where I was like, I to the point where in sewing class I had to use a teacher's machine because I had to get so close to the machine I'd end up with a bruise on my head for my eyesight.
And the glasses, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't see past the end of my nose. I've had cataract surgery.
Okay, right, cool.
I've got a very rare thing, but they just replaced the lenses in my eyes. I didn't have cataracts at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's. Yeah, I did I ran an
I've
optometry business for a couple of years, so yeah.
I've gone from being severely short-sighted to being long-sighted.
Okay, wow, that's cool. Now, when you're in, I feel like we're gonna
An intermediate, yeah.
Yes, an intermediate. Were you still drawing, or were you starting to sort of move into the, I guess, the physical creation? Because like sewing and glue guns, that's not really like pen and paper, right?
So what they did in art at intermediate school was we did like you do the pen and paper drawing kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then the main thing, like the thing you finished off was making a sculpture. So I made this sculpture with different pieces in it. Yeah.
And you were 11, 12 at the time?
Yeah.
Far out.
But it was just pieces of wood with paint on it, but it was still a sculpture.
Yeah. I mean, at 11 or 12, I was...
But everyone was doing it in the class. We'd all done those normal pencil cases and woodwork and that kind of stuff too, you know, with the slidey lid.
I feel like I might be a bit older than you. I didn't get to do the slidey lid. I got to do in woodwork, I got to do the salad tongs.
Oh.
Yeah. I made, the fork one I made really thin.
Yeah.
But the spoon I made really thick.
Oh, we did the key ring thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did dog tags and metalwork and stuff like that. Okay, so similar sort of stuff then.
I'm not that much younger than you, but a little bit.
Yeah. Take the win. I remember when we did sewing, I made a t-shirt and a bucket hat.
I made a pillowcase.
Oh, nice, man. I loved my bucket hat, and it didn't have, like, because you know with the bucket hat you've got the small lines, and then they gradually get larger. Mine looked like a blind chimpanzee with some kind of rectal issues had been let loose on a sewing machine because those lines were just all over the place. I was so fucking proud.
I still don't do straight lines, so it's fine. I had a friend recently come and help me with a corset that I'd like covered, and she's like, I'm trying to cover, because she did some painting for me because I was struggling mentally to finish it. Yeah. So she did some painting on this corset for me, and she goes, I was trying to keep your lines, but your lines weren't straight.
Yeah.
I was like, no, they're not.
They're never going to be.
They're never going to be. I'm at ease with that.
Now, when you got to high school, what was that like for you? Because I always find high school were the tough years for bullying and stuff.
Well, I started at Auckland Girls. I
Okay.
was only there for a year and a half, and I found this really cool thing where you befriend someone who's a bully and they protect you.
What the hell? What a great idea. I wish I'd thought of that.
Well, I did it in a way where I helped them with something, so they were struggling with like mathematics or reading.
Yeah.
I'm not a very good speller or anything, but I could always read well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd always help them with something, and then that got me a benefit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
It prevents you from getting the bash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're beholden to you, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And in high school, did you start to explore art further, or did you just kind of dive down the traditional subjects?
So Auckland Girls, I got the opportunity to have fun with drama.
Outstanding.
So because what they did in the first couple of years, which I didn't get to complete, was they went through and did little modules, and you could try all these things that
Yeah.
you wouldn't normally do, like
Nice.
drama, and there was also metal work. So I did like one of those copper drawings as well.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
where you bash out the picture and then put the felt on the outside.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I did Fred and Wilma. But so I got to experience drama, and it was a little bit devastating when I moved schools, because I moved to Maharangi in Warkworth,
Yeah.
and they didn't have the same courses available to do drama.
Oh, dumb.
But they had an amazing art department, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then sort of once you discovered that, so Mahu
science,
Cole's amazing.
And science is amazing there too. I love science.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Speed was an amazing teacher. That I
Shout
had
out
there.
to Mr. Speed then,
Yeah.
right? Is he still around?
I don't think so, but I know he came up north because there was some conspiracy. Something happened at a school up here where a teacher couldn't pass his own exam.
I'm sorry. Say what now?
There was a teacher at, I think it was Bay of Islands College,
Yeah.
that wasn't a qualified teacher.
No.
Yeah. So we lost him for about 4 weeks because he came up and had
Oh,
to help
wow.
these students out so they could finish the
Oh
year.
my God. What a
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah, I wouldn't happen now, I don't think, but
No, I'd hope
that
not.
was I finished in the year 2000, so that was the 90s.
You finished school in the year 2000?
I went all the way to 7th form, year 13.
In 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I got to 1993
Right.
is when I finished school.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Most people don't go all the way to 7th form.
I did.
Yeah.
That was for
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Yeah, it's just where I was happy, so yeah.
And you were at Mahu Cole for the rest of your time?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I played soccer, and so interesting. The way I ended up with soccer was I'd played netball the whole time I was at in Auckland.
Yeah.
And they had the how they have the inter things between all of the classes and stuff like that. And I played for my whānau, whatever.
Or was it the syndicate or?
So it was done in the school, like you have blue house and red house and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you had like 1, 2, 3, and I was in number 6. So
Yeah.
we had a team, and I played, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to play netball?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll play netball." And then I heard through the grapevine, "Oh, they're all shitty because you didn't do a trial." And I was like, "Oh well, then screw you, I'll play soccer."
Right, yeah, fair play.
You know, because if you're gonna there's no point in coming in with negativity.
Nah, not at all. So when you were at Mahu Cole and they had the art department, and you've obviously...
and they had an amazing music department too.
That's what I thought. I was thinking it's
Yeah,
a very creative school.
I was in the choir and did music camp and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what aspects of art do you think you sort of gravitated towards at Mahu Cole before you kind of settled on something that you were most comfortable with?
So when I was at Maharangi, I only actually did art until 5th form because I didn't think it was going to get me any further.
So what did you do for the last 2 years?
More science.
Like biology? Chemistry.
Biology, chemistry, and physics.
Oh, I hated physics. I was just...
I bummed out in physics.
Yeah.
I didn't continue on with it.
Yeah. Chemistry blowing shit up is always awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved chemistry.
So did I.
I love biology. Science was the only thing I really did well at school.
Okay.
I got a 65 in school C. So
Yeah.
it's about my highest mark of anything.
That's nice. I learned. I got told a phrase that I hadn't heard for in quite a number of years. C's get degrees.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I know. Crazy, eh?
The other night.
Yeah, it was. It was Monday night.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because you just need to pass through and do well enough.
Yeah.
Because the big thing is you're going to go through life and learn way more than you're going to learn at school.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but in my day-to-day life, I don't really use a lot of Pythagoras theorem. Or cosine, sine, or tangential stuff. So
I realize that you do actually use a little bit of Pythagoras when you're doing sewing.
Well, you'd have to, right?
I don't really. I go and get a pan from the kitchen that's the right size, and I cut around that.
What a MacGyver thing to do.
That's how I do things, because I've had to MacGyver so many things in my life. I don't have a ruler. I'll go get a stick, and it might not be as straight, but it's a line.
There's an end and there's a beginning, and that whatever that is what that is.
Yeah.
So funny.
Kiwi ingenuity.
Yeah, it is Kiwi ingenuity at its finest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get through school and you pass. Was it like a combination of I passed some subjects and not others?
So it took me twice to get English.
Okay, yeah.
Because unfortunately with my eyesight, my spelling's absolute rat shit.
Okay, yeah.
My English teacher said to me, I can't believe you spelled because 4 different ways in the same piece of writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's like where? There's like how many? 3 or 4 different versions of where?
Yeah, but there's only one because.
Well, yeah, but even, you could have pitched that as an argument. It's like, look, we've got 4 different versions of where. Why can't there be more than one version of because?
But yeah, and the big thing that I did actually do something really cool, literally.
Literarily?
Yes.
You're welcome.
I wrote a poem about something that, like, I had a friend when I was at school, because I was part of the school council, and I ended up being part of that looked after the international students.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
So I had quite a few friends from Japan and China and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And there was an incident where a girl that I knew quite well, she, side note is, got her own pole dancing school in Hawaii. Because she...
That's a hell of a side note.
Yeah, she's an amazing person. She
Get her on the podcast.
She was walking down the road and got bread thrown in and told her that she needed to go back to her own country.
Oh, that's horrible.
So I wrote this poem about racism and how, like, it's like, how do you compare a apple to a pear?
Yeah.
And a record to a tape. It really dates badly. I
think it dates wonderfully. I'm here for it.
And basically talking about how racism is, and comparing it, just like these things that don't compare at all. We're all humans, and we shouldn't be comparing each other. We should be happy about each people's differences and accepting them, right?
Yeah, wow.
And I ended up, this person who cried when they had to do the speech in 4 form stood up in front of the school in year 13 and said it to everybody. Yeah.
That's a hell of a confidence jump.
Yeah, and it's in the school journal now. And I think it got published in something in Australia, New Zealand, something. But
wow.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I tried to get it, but can't find it.
So you finish school and you kind of pass.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Where do you go from that point onwards?
So from 15, my stepfather decided that I wasn't going to be doing very good at school. So he
made that choice for you.
He said that I needed to go get a job. So I had a weekend job. I worked every weekend as a bakery assistant.
Wicked.
And
early morning starts
yeah,
like that.
every so it was like 6 o'clock starts.
Okay,
So,
right. Okay.
I wasn't the baker.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say the bakers are there like what 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was doing that. So I ended up just doing that, but I also got engaged in my year 13 year to my husband at the time. So I ended up getting married the year after I finished high school.
And you would have been 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then I had a couple of kids. Yeah.
Wicked.
Mm.
Far out.
Yeah. So I did the mum thing for a while.
Right. Okay, cool. Far out. That's crazy. So, we are of a very similar age because I did a lot of part-time jobs.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I remember getting $5.50 an hour and thinking it was great.
Yeah, I did a paper run and remember getting $4 and thinking I was fucking killing it.
I had to help my sister because she went on holiday, so I had to do her paper run and my work. It was great.
You've just left high school.
Yeah.
You go out and you work a bit, and then you do, I think, probably what is considered to be one of the hardest full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, being a parent. Yeah.
Being a parent.
Yeah.
And did that sort of keep you out of the workforce for a while? And where did that sit with your creativity?
I'm not very good at sitting still.
Okay.
Basically, I ended up becoming part of Plunkett and
Very
helping
cool.
out as a
Yeah.
volunteer there.
Yeah.
So I helped run coffee groups,
Oh,
and
yep,
I ended
nice.
up being co-president, president, and secretary.
Wow.
And with my bad spelling, I'm so pleased that I could use templates and worked it that way. So
Oh, it'd be great now with AI.
I don't know. I tried to AI some of my notes once, and it looked like it was in other languages.
Oh.
So yeah.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's hilarious.
I found it funny too. So
Absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And were you? So you're doing the mum thing. You're doing the Plunkett thing.
Yeah.
Were you doing the artistic thing?
Well, there was a very cool thing that happened while I was part of Plunkett.
Yeah.
I was actually president when they had their 100-year celebration.
Oh wow!
So I went down to Dunedin as part of that.
Yeah.
To
Cool.
represent our area for
Yeah,
Wellsford.
Yeah.
And I made a painting and gifted it to Plunkett with a little poem to go with it, an oil
Wow.
painting of a tree
Yeah.
with... sorry.
It's all right.
It's got a branch and it's got like a large seed with emanating light from it.
Wow.
I'm not sure if they still got it down there. It was years ago. It's probably disappeared, but it came with a poem about how the branches, you got the trunk and
Yep.
the branches
Yeah.
and the supporting the new growth and the seeds that come from the growth from the tree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How long were you sort of the mum for? Like, did you kind of just do it for like a long period of time, or did you pick up like a part-time job, or
So I
turn to art fully and embrace the artistic?
No, well, because with the kids, I did lots of things, took them to things like mainly music that was held at the church and those kind of things. Once they started going to school, when I actually kindergarten. So both my kids started kindergarten early because they being a rural area, there was space, so they started around 2.5, which is really good.
That's a good age.
And so I was able to go. I worked at McDonald's, and then I actually got a job while I was pregnant at McDonald's.
In Wellsford?
Yeah, and got their special award for being the rookie with baby brain.
Right. Because baby brain's a real thing, eh?
Yeah. And
absolutely.
For picking things up so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
amazing.
I went through and I became a crew trainer there as well.
Yeah. Nice.
I couldn't believe how much time it takes to teach someone to put a bun in a toaster, though. Some people don't get it.
So, look, I worked at McDonald's.
You know.
I do.
Yeah. You know the Mac toaster? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also remember the days of, I'm going to throw some lingo out there, I think producer Andrew.
Yeah.
the 4-to-1 and the 10-to-1 patties.
Yeah, did you ever? I used to make 12 cheeseburgers and 9 Big Macs at a time.
Yes.
Can't do that now.
No, I
Made to order.
I spent most of my time out front.
Yeah.
And I only got to I got to learn grill.
Yeah.
Never during peak.
Yeah.
Because I was just never fast enough. But yeah, no, and I think producer Angie, you worked at Macca's, eh?
No, my brother did.
No, your brother did. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, 10-to-1 and 4-to-1 is no longer a thing, and it hasn't been a thing for quite some time.
Oh.
Yeah. It's about.
It's to do with the size, though, right? Yeah, 10-to-1's it's to do with pound.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah,
it's a tenth of a pound, and a 4-to-1's a quarter of a pound.
It used to be. It's now about I think 13-to-1 and 6-to-1. the burgers just get smaller, and it's quarter pounder, and it's like, no, it's not.
It's not anymore.
No, it's a fifth of a pound.
So I did crew training there. So I also did McCafe and all that kind of stuff. And
Oh,
got to make
wow.
coffees. And
Yeah,
that was
nice.
really cool.
Oh, barista lady.
And then the job kind of slowed down,
Right,
and that's
yeah.
where I kind of came up to Whangarei.
Okay, yeah.
I came up to Whangarei and applied for like a whole lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Got offered one if I could get there the next day. Wasn't possible because
Okay.
I had to move my whole family. Another one with New World at Onarahi, but they all want to be the next week, so I couldn't quite do that.
Yeah.
But the Cardinals at Subway gave me a month to move up, so I was able to. They had someone going off to uni,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
replacing them.
Oh, that's
and I
cool.
worked for them for like 4 years.
Far out.
Yeah, that sounds right, because 2016 I started Arthur's. So, yeah, worked for them for that long, making school lunches and stuff at Tārewa.
Okay, because so a lot of people think that with Subway it's just like the Subway stores you go into, right? But there's also, I guess, is it a dark kitchen where they do all the school lunch stuff? And
This
things
is in
like
the days when school lunches were just done in the shop.
Really?
Yeah. Tārewa was the one that had the least throughput. So
Yes.
at the Caltex there.
Yeah.
So I used to just take over half the thing and make all the lunches for Morningside one day, or make all the lunches. But once I left, it moved.
Yeah.
They've got it down Kiorio Road, I believe.
Yeah, it is like a dark kitchen.
Yeah, I guess so.
My understanding, because it's not you can't
It's
go
not
there and rock up
It's
and
not
go.
a front-facing one.
There you go. That's
It's
fuck. One of us got this. So
Yeah, it's
it
not
wasn't me.
not a forward-facing kitchen.
That's
no.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And creative, was there much?
So you know how kids come home from school and have lots of things they need to do, right? Like dress ups, and I got to do it through that. A little bit.
Right.
Way back when we're doing down at the walk down doing Plunket stuff, we do things like there was a local scarecrow day, so we'd do a scarecrow as a play group and stuff. So I've always done a little bit all the way through.
Okay.
I think when my daughter was into ballet, I was making cakes for people and decorating them to get pocket money to pay for ballet stuff.
But nothing really specifically creative for yourself.
Nothing really for myself, no.
Right. Okay.
And I also, when my daughters were at Hotta,
Yep.
they had a dress-up thing for Halloween, and my daughter wanted to Medusa head because I'd introduced her to the Sarah Jane Chronicles.
Oh, hell yes.
And she decided she wanted to do the Medusa, so we sat down and made snake heads for her from some stuff from Arthur's.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, you're in Whangarei, you're working at Arthur's.
Yeah.
Kids are grown up, or like sort of just leaving the teens?
So my
I love that. It's like, oh shit.
my youngest is 20.
Okay, right.
And my oldest is 23, and I've now got 2 grandchildren.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yes, she's named them very similar. I'm not going to say them on here, but
You don't need to.
it's a little bit of a, why'd you name them so similar?
Oh,
But, yeah.
right. Yeah. Great for people that like rhyming and stuff like that.
It's like the first name and then an extension of that first name.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, bless.
Yeah.
That's
Love
okay.
beautiful names, but
Yes,
yeah,
lovely names, just very close.
very close.
Now I really want to talk about our meeting and kind of how all that sort of took place.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I think I did a few things before I met you.
Yes.
I did commission some. Do you know Wayne's Workshop, right?
yes,
So I really got into Magic the Gathering around the set Theros.
Okay.
And there was this character called Elspeth, Sun's Champion.
yeah,
So I decided I wanted to do her, but I didn't know where to start. So I somehow, I don't know how I found Wayne, but he had two people there, and I commissioned them, and I was their first commission
yeah.
to make me Elspeth Sun's Champion. So we
Wow.
did this whole thing, and I got the fun experience of, because it's kind of fitted, right?
Yes.
So
Snug.
they're like, you have to do this at home. You need to get some duct tape, and you need to get some cling wrap and wrap it around yourself to make a mold so that they could do the chest piece.
Right.
Because
okay.
they're like, we're two guys, we're not going to do that for you.
Fair
you
play.
can do that at home with your partner.
Well before the Me Too movement, I totally get it.
Yeah. I'm pretty thing. I wouldn't have minded. You do it with clothes on anyway. It's just the fact that they're touching you.
Yeah.
So I've done a few casts like that since, but
Okay.
yeah, for my costumes.
Yeah.
But that was my first opening up to it, and going to Armageddon, and like it was amazing. And then I followed on and did Liliana, or Last Hope, myself.
Yeah.
And I also brought it to the Benina Fashion Awards.
Wow.
I had boots that went up to here, and soon learned that they were not nice to wear because
No.
they had heels like
The
that.
big stiletto heels.
Yeah.
Wow.
I couldn't walk for like a day after.
I could imagine.
Yeah. But so that was my foray into that, and I think in some time in that way I did something for the wearable art section of Benina as well.
Oh wow.
I made two giant dream catchers and then made dresses out of weed matting around it.
Where do you think the love and inspiration for cosplay came from? Because if we sort of look back on your story, there's the drawing stage, you had the sewing stage, and by your own admission, lines are never straight.
Yeah.
But what was it? Just purely Armageddon, or was it like a culmination of things that got you into cosplay?
Well, I've always kind of liked the card game things, and like I think when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, I tried to play that with my sister and stuff, and also kind of got into the little bit of the some anime, like with Sailor Moon and the Pokemon one. I used to watch that.
Okay.
But I used to love Ninja Turtles and pretend to be a Ninja Turtle running around with a box on my back.
Who
when I was a
didn't
kid.
love the Ninja Turtles, man? I used to run
With
Ninja Turtles.
you just get a box, chuck it
You
on
do.
your back, and you're
Yeah.
a Ninja Turtle, right?
My Ninja Turtles were my gateway into ninja movies.
Yeah, I was Leonardo.
Brilliant.
So I've always kind of had a love for dressing up, but I never had the budget for it until I
Right.
got to being an adult with my own adult money. So it kind of was when my kids were old enough to be more independent,
Yeah.
I was able to have play money.
Okay. Mad money. Nice. And then we both met through
Haru, yeah.
Aru Singh, who's not only a former guest, he used to run the Plunge comic book convention that was out of 116.
Yeah, yeah.
And he did that for a number of years.
Yeah, and I did one of his characters. I've since learned I don't really like doing those types of characters for other people. I like doing them for myself more.
Right.
Because I feel like he said it was wonderful, but I feel like I didn't fulfill what I thought his vision might have been.
Okay.
I've soon learnt that I just like doing things myself.
Okay, right. I was going, because that's kind
It
of
was a very different experience. He also expected me to judge people, and I don't feel like I was on the level to judge people either.
and that's kind of where we first met, was that, now that was Incredigirl, is that right?
Yes, Incredigirl.
Incredigirl.
It's a really cool character.
Amazing character. I thought you really You fit it well, you wore it well. I thought that you kind of embodied that character, and especially interacting with like kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I love doing that.
It was awesome. So I'm going to disagree with you on that. I thought you did a pretty bloody good job, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that you didn't feel like it didn't connect with you or sort of resonate with you.
Yeah.
And is that because it's not something that you were like, I want to do that because I'm passionate about that? Yes.
I think that's more. I was doing it for somebody else. Wasn't doing it because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
a very purely selfish view, I think. Wow. But I did Batwoman because I thought, well, that would be good for the kids when I did Santa parades.
Yes.
And I've also done Little Red Riding Hood for Santa parades.
Okay.
And for book things at the library.
Yeah.
Their storybook things.
And is it that you feel a bit more connected to those characters, or because they're a bit more universal in their
they're
theme?
a bit more universal, and I think that when you're doing something for a community like kids, you want to do something that they would like to see.
And something they're going to recognise as well, right?
You should have heard the roar when we had dinosaurs in our parade group.
And which one were you?
I was the Little Red Riding Hood, right beside the two Disney princesses, which we had to keep kids off the road from.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. What a nice feeling, though.
Yeah. You could hear the roar from the dinosaurs.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and that's why we do it, because we like to see the enjoyment of other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why cosplayers do it.
Yeah. And it's been interesting because it's been fun watching you progress from plunge into sandbox.
Yeah.
And sandbox kind of takes that convention stuff kind of to the next level.
Yeah, and sandbox is great. Keely does such a great job, and she had an extra person on this time, which I think is really good for her support, because I think it's sometimes hard to judge your own community.
Yeah, well, as the guy that worked alongside her for the first 2 years, and not knowing fuck all about cosplay, like when you have to go up to someone and you're like, and who are you? And they answer, you're like, I have no clue who that is. But you look amazing.
Yeah, and I have the same thing when it comes to some of the anime characters. But I can see the amount of work that people put in.
Absolutely.
And you can see the passion when they go, I'm this. And I'm like, the passion's wonderful. And I love that.
And this year, you're right, with Keely having that second cosplay person, I think the two of them would just have such an easier time. I mean, admittedly, for when Keely and I were doing it, I would always find myself kind of, being the one that would fill the space.
Yeah.
Because,
which is what, with lots of commentating teams, you'll have someone that is the knowledge person, someone is the space filler that keeps things moving along, right?
Yeah. And it's third year this year?
Yeah, it's the third year.
Third year, yeah.
Yes, third year, and they were going to do it biannually, but the shout out was to have it more recently, because I do talk quite a bit with Hayley and Verena.
Yeah.
So they when they first put it up, they were going to do it biannually, and it's just ended up being every year.
Nah. It was never going to be biannually, and I think they knew
There's
that as
too
well.
much of a feed for it.
There is, and it's great to see, as the guy that's MC'd all 3 years, and just I would always run back to the ticket booth and go, "What number are we at now?" And it was just it's always been so exciting to just see those numbers increasing. So for you, what do you sort of work on projects and plan projects in advance, or are you?
I try to do projects in advance. With Flesh and Blood, I try to see. There is a pet project I'm working on. She's called Shiana, and I've been slowly working on her. But the problem is, every time they bring out new artwork, I'm like, "Oh, that looks nice," and I kind of want to put something down and start another one.
Oh,
so
no!
I'm currently making a giant pair of scissors.
Currently, I've got 6 projects on the go.
But at the moment, I do a lot more of my focus is on highlighting the community and doing the videos to highlight the community. So, because unfortunately, because Flesh and Blood is based on the card game, they do have photos, but I like to have a talk about what's happened there.
Yeah,
so
nice.
I've got good connections with a lot of people that end up doing the judging, so I'm able to like go, oh, so what did you like about this? You saw it in person.
Yeah.
I think my most recent one, I had the girl who got a rookie award.
Oh,
so
nice.
I got to talk to her about how she felt about it, because it's her first one and how it was. And it turned out it was her first ever flight to go to Singapore from America.
Wow.
I was like, and she's scared of flying.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
You just got the biggest hurdle just getting there. You already accomplished everything, right?
You win
You
by
won
turning up, right?
turning up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing talking to the different people that are doing these experiences.
Now, we can't sort of wrap up this podcast. For those of you that are watching, in the wide shot, you will have seen this wonderful, lovely card here. Now, I'm going to pick this up, and Editor Lee, I'm going to hold this up so if you can sort of get a bit of a focus on there. Now, this is a Flesh and Blood card. Is that correct? I'm going to...
Close to your face.
Like that, Producer Andrew?
Yeah, because that's where the focus is.
Yeah, my face. 'Cause it's all about the money here, baby. Now, this is a very particular Flesh and Blood card, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's given out to people that are winners in cosplay competitions.
Wow.
So in the past, it's always been the first and maybe sometimes second, depending on numbers.
Yeah.
They've now opened it up so that we've got a accuracy, performance, rookie, and craftsmanship.
Right.
So now there's 4 given out. But at the event that's happening this weekend is the last time they'll be given out, and they're moving on to a new character called Frankie, which is kind of why I'm making some scissors, because she is a necromancer and she looks like a zombie with a giant pair of scissors. So
okay. I was wondering where the scissors reference was come from.
But yeah, so what happened was at a recent event in Auckland, they decided that I deserved to have one, and they basically did a big speech about how I've been there since the beginning, because I was the first person to cosplay. My first cosplay, that all the armor was made out of duct tape and foam and stuff. But
and it's so cool. So I'm gonna show the front, because there's also a really cool back to this as well.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
actually
back.
the card. You can actually play that in a format called Pit Fight.
And that just wins.
Wins for being the
Is it like the super card?
No, it's your hero, and you can fight other people with it. And her special power is that you've got every player starts with 4 armor. Well, she can bring armor in. She can have more than 4. She can protect herself with more. So yeah, the whole thing that they said that that's why. So I didn't get this for winning. I got this for my work within the community. I have a Discord with over 100 people that talk to each other, support each other every week with what they're doing and the cosplay stuff. I have a Facebook page where I put up what I can.
Where can everyone... Come on, you can't say these things and then not deliver with the follow-through. Where can people find all of this, Lynnette?
So the reason why our podcast, our Discord works so well is because it is an invite only. Okay. So we're able to make sure that there's... Well, I hate to say riffraff, but we're a positive situation there.
Right, okay.
So we're, if you... I'm struggling to do this sewing thing in Flesh and Blood, and we also have like fun things like what's your dinner and stuff like that, just because it's our place to chat whenever. But on Facebook it's called Flesh and Blood Cosplay.
Okay, cool, nice and easy.
And on X we're called the Shapeshifters of Wraith, which is
RATHE. Yeah. And the E is the important part. That's cool, man.
Yeah. Because we're shapeshifters. We're bringing out the art of the game. Yeah. So yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's so cool. Thank you so much for sitting down with us, man. It was, as we said, 3 years in the making.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was probably about 4. To be fair, this has just been so cool. Lynnette. Nattrass?
Yeah.
Hey. That's for you, Producer Andrew. He's got to fight the power. Thank you so much for coming in and sitting down with us. This has been an absolute blast, and it's so cool to learn more about Flesh and Blood because you've talked about it with me
Yeah.
when we've kind of caught up, so it's
Yeah.
really awesome to learn more about it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see kind of what you do next year and kind of moving forward.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get something finished for Armageddon, but we'll see how I go.
Oh, the weeks are counting down.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I've got a half-made Catelyn at home, but I don't know. I only did it because it was a group cosplay, and she wasn't my first choice.
Yeah, well, okay. We can't have it end up like an Incredible, can we?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
We would love to have you back on at a later stage.
Yeah.
If you'd be interested.
Definitely. That sounds cool. Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, everyone. Lynnette Nattrass, thank you so much for coming in and sitting down with us. Honestly, this is one of the nicest podcasts. You know, I love every guest that we have, and I always enjoy learning a little bit from everyone. And I can safely say that I learnt a whole lot from you today. It was just so cool. Through to the tabletop card games. Oh no, sorry, trading card games, and all of the other bits and pieces as well. This was a lot of cool. This was a lot of fun. I had a great time, and there were just a lot of laughs. And if you're watching or listening to this, go back and check out the Rapid Fire, which is on Facebook and Instagram, because that was an absolute hoot. It just got unhinged there right at the end. Producer Andrew, kia ora.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, fuck, you're loud.
Yeah, I know. It's
No,
good.
No. It's great. My microphone is the loud microphone.
I'm just real close.
You are. You're like you're going. Oh. What? What did you get out of the most out of tonight's podcast?
So like you, I've known of Lynnette, around the community and in events that we cover.
Yes, definitely.
So it was cool to actually sit down and get like who she actually is. And
Yeah.
what I like is she so just watching her while she was in here, she brings her trading card in.
Yes.
She wears that Doctor Who shirt.
Yes.
She's got a D20 dice tied around her, like necklace around her neck. She just represents who she is through and through. She just wears it all.
She is unapologetically pop culture.
No, that was cool.
It was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. My favourite part was you guys talking about Macca's, and then I was like, we should start a Macca's podcast in my head, and I just lost my shit behind the desk for like a good 20 seconds. Especially when you were jargoning out like 10 to 1s and 4 to 1s. I was like, oh my God, this is a concept right here.
So,
X McD's podcast or something. Fuck, it cracked me up.
Oh, that's gold. Yeah. That would be a lot of fun, to be fair.
Yeah.
And there would be such an unlimited supply of people, because Macca's has just gone through so many staff over the years. Not saying that it's a bad place to work, but I think a lot of people in retail have fucking hit Macca's at one point, or actually any of the quick service restaurants.
Yeah, for sure. There's got to be books.
Yeah, or as they use in the lingo, the QSRs.
Oh, what's that stand for?
Quick service restaurant.
Oh God, it's like FMCG, fast moving consumer goods.
Consumable goods.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, that's what it is.
Groceries, dick.
For me, I like the personality that Lynnette brings. She is, as you said, she is unapologetically who she is.
Yeah.
And she knows exactly who she is. She knows exactly where her wheelhouse is, and she just gives zero shits about a lot of things. And she's like, I'm me. Yeah, don't like it, fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the things that makes her so good at what she does. I've been very fortunate enough to see her in the cosplay competitions for Sandbox, and each year she gets progressively more awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't here this year, but I saw her the year before, and she was some sort of archer. I'm not very good with the cosplay lingo or the lore, but
well, the correct terminology. No, I don't
very
know what
impressive.
The correct terminology is.
Yeah. Okay, Mark. All right.
Thanks,
but
bro.
no, it was amazing what she does.
Yeah.
And knowing her, because I actually knew of her when she was at Subway. Like, I used to go to Subway.
Oh, wow.
And then to see her on the stage doing that, it's just quite a cool contrast. And I guess it's kind of the same as that podcast we did on Monday, where she works for the council, but she does burlesque. Everyone has their own like blindsided kind of expression.
But that's the interesting thing, right? Is when you see someone and you almost kind of go, well, you're this.
Yeah.
And then you find out what they are, and you're
You're
like,
like,
it's
oh, I have no
miles
idea
off.
who you are.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
need
like-
to sit down with you again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like, maybe I should get to know you.
Yeah, the biggest thing is, I don't want to be racist. I'm white. I make hip hop, and it blows people away that
Yeah,
I just
look,
make hip hop.
Absolutely. I think the most interesting thing is for you is the Vanilla Ice comparisons.
Oh, fuck no.
And Snow. Anyway,
Oh.
well, this is a joke I've done before.
Damn.
Thanks, Steve Cox. That podcast is excellent. I know, sorry, bro. But look, okay, I'll be honest, everyone. Producer Andrew is actually a very, very good rapper. He pitches a little bit high when he raps, so that makes him feminine.
Oh my god. It can't just be a compliment. Has to come with a backhand. Here comes the pimp slap.
That's the poop hand. No. Actually, if anyone's interested, have a look on the OBC Facebook page, or have a look on the Five Elements Media YouTube channel. We're going to put the
I'm gonna put that up.
the OBC Vibin video up there. You actually get to see producer Andrew and all the guys doing some really cool stuff, man. It is absolutely amazing, and it's so cool. They've been doing it for such a long time, and they just continue to work on their craft. And I know at the moment they're working on another EP. So good luck for OBC.
Cheers, man.
Be cool to see something soon. And I'm going to leave it at that. There will be no pimp hand.
Cool.
You're welcome. So where can you, the audience, find our podcast? Well, you can have a look in the following areas. For the visuals, it's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all Northland Artists Conversation. For the audio, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, all Northland Artists Conversation. And look, to be even easier than that, open up a web browser of your choice, whether or not that be Edge, Chrome, Firefox, or Opera, and type in Northern Artist Conversation. I guarantee you we're like the top 10 results. It's all us. And if you do, please subscribe or leave a comment or follow us. We really love that sort of stuff. And if you'd like to be on the podcast, or if you know someone that would be great on the podcast, look, you can either message us through our socials, or you can email us hello@northernartistconversation.co.nz. Super simple. And admin Michelle will reach out to you, and we'll throw a few dates at you, and if we can make it work, that'll be awesome. Kia ora. I'm going to flick to my wide camera now. Clear my throat. And producer Andrew. It's kind of the middle of September when we're recording
Heading
this.
towards it, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring on whatever, is it the end or the beginning of daylight saving? I don't know. I just need more light in the others.
What is it, like Labour weekend that happens?
No, it's end of this month.
End
Last
of this
Sunday of
month.
September.
Last Sunday of September, man.
Don't quote me.
More
but yeah.
daylight. No, we're not going to hold you to that.
No.
But we will.
Okay.
Yeah, kia ora. But you know what? And this is why I love Northland so much, is when that daylight saving kicks in, man, that extra light, that extra time at the beach, or just being
Fishing.
outdoors and fishing for yourself, producer Andrew, all of that sort of good stuff. Even us as a group going out and filming.
It gives us more options.
It does, and it's a lot of fun. So, the daylight saving months are absolute gold.
Yeah. People say it's the winterless north up here, but they're completely wrong, and it's a joke.
They are.
It is subtropic, which means it rains every 2 seconds, and then it's sunlight every 2 seconds, and then it's windy every 2 seconds.
Or a variation of the three, if not
and then
combined
it's
all at
humid,
once.
and then high pressure, and then low pressure the next minute. Oh my god.
Yeah, but that's why I love Northland, man.
Yeah.
When the sun's on,
it's on.
and
We
like
get
it's
like
a beautiful day, and
5 months of the year.
exactly, and it's fucking just on.
Yeah.
And the beaches and all the cool things, like all of the artistic stuff that's coming up between now and the end of the year as well, is just going to be amazing.
No, mint.
So on behalf of myself, producer Andrew, who's driving this whole thing tonight, editor Lee, engineer Steve, and admin Michelle, my name is Mark Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us on the Northern Artist Conversation, and we'll see you guys real soon.